Hey lovelies, welcome back to another beautiful tutorial. So today's video we're going to be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful dress that I am putting on. So if you're interested in learning how we achieve this style, please watch to the end and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So here I'm using less than 2.5 yards of fabric because this fabric is by 60. So I was able to get away with it. But if you're using an Ankara fabric, I suggest you get 3 yards. So this is what I'll be using for this tutorial. I also have my lining and this is like a leftover lining as well. 1 yard is going to be enough. So I have my elastic thread because that's what we are going to be using to do the smoky part. And this is my normal thread. So this is all we need for this tutorial. Without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So now we are going to start working on the first part and I'm going to draft this on my pattern paper. I'm also going to explain it well so that you guys will understand everything that we did. So please just pay attention and you're going to understand what we did here. So to determine the amount of fabric to cut out for the smoky, you are going to use the highest part of your measurement. If your bust is the highest part of your measurement, you can use your bust measurement. But for me, my hip is the highest part of my measurement. So I'm going to be using my hip measurement for this. So my hip measurement is 42 inches. So we are going to be working with 42 inches. So now I'm going to divide my hip measurements by 4 because I'm working with my hip measurements and that gave me 10.5 inches. So now that 10.5 inches, I am going to add 5 inches to it. So 10.5 inches plus 5 inches is 15.5. So my width is going to be 15.5 inches. This is because I'm working with my hip measurements. So you can do so with any measurements you are working with. So now we are going to determine the half cut of this dress. So where you want it to stop. So my half length is 16 inches, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to be adding extra inches to that because the smoky, we need smoky allowance because after smoking, the dress is going to shrink. So I'm going to be adding extra 5 inches allowance to this. Aside from the smoky allowance, this dress that we're working with is a low waist. So if you don't want yours to be low waist, you can use your normal half length. So now 16 plus 5 is 21 inches. So 21 inches is our new half length. So now we are going to be marking this on our pattern paper. I'm going to be using the same paper for my pattern. So for the width of this dress, I'm going to be marking 15.5 inches. Remember that this is going to be on fold on your fabric. So 15.5 inches, I'm going to mark it all round. So the next step now is to mark the full length of this half cut. So because this is an off shoulder, we are going to be removing 6 inches. You can remove 5 or 7 depending on how deep you want yours to be. So I'll be removing 6 inches and then I'm going to mark the half length. I'm going to add extra 2 inches to our half length because we need a folding allowance for the upper part before doing the smoky. So I added extra 2 inches, making it 23 inches in total. So minusing my 6 inches, I'm going to mark 23 inches. I hope you guys understand. This is for the fold at the upper part of this because we're going to fold it before doing the smoky. So that is the allowance for that. So I'll go ahead and mark it and then I'm going to draw a straight line. So after that, I'm going to also rule by the side the 15.5 inches that we marked earlier. So I'm going to just rule that. We're not going to be adding armhole to this because this is a tube dress, so we don't need armhole. So after that, I'll just go ahead and cut this off. So this is what we have once I was done cutting, and the next step now is to cut on our fabric. So I'm going to get my fabric and fold it into two. Please make sure that your fabric is on fold. Fold it into two and then cut accordingly. So I'll do this for both the front and the back piece. So this is how it looks like when I was done cutting. I have both the front and the back piece. So now I'm going to smoke this all around and I'm going to be folding the upper part. That is the allowance that we left earlier. We are going to fold that part when we are about to sew it. So I'm going to set this aside now and then work on the second part of this dress. I'm still going to illustrate how we are going to do this when we are there. So the next step now is to work on the second part of this dress, which is the layered part. So first of all, you need to determine the full length of your dress. So for me, the full length of my dress is 38 inches. So now I'm going to minus my half cut from the 38 inches. So the half cut we are going to be using is the original half cut, which was 21 inches. Please don't get confused. I'm going to use the original half cut without the 2 inches allowance that we added. I hope you guys remember these 21 inches that we got earlier. That's what I'm going to mark. So now in order to get the full length of the lining that we'll cut out, I'm going to do 38 inches, which is the full length, minus 21 inches, which is the half cut. And then I got 17 inches. So 17 inches is going to be my lining length. So I'm just writing all these things down so that you guys will understand it. So the second part is going to be 17 inches. And then our lining length is also going to be 17 inches. So now that we've gotten the lining length, the next step is to get the lining width, because this dress is supposed to be free at the bottom. So we need a formula. So I'm going to do my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 5 inches times 4 inches. Please listen carefully. So my hip measurement is 42 inches. I'm going to divide it by 4, and then I'm going to add 5 inches and then multiply it by 4. So let's do it together. My hip measurement divided by 4 is 10.5 inches. And when I add 5 inches, I am going to get 15.5 inches. So that 15.5 inches multiplied by 4 will give me 62 inches. So now the lining width is 62 inches. I'll go ahead and write it down so that you guys can see clearly. So the next step now is to mark our lining spacing. So this is the part where you determine how many layers you want to have. The picture on our thumbnail has 2 layers, but I want to use 3 layers. So because I'm using 3 layers, I'm going to divide 17 by 3. If you're using 2, divide 17 by 2. If you're using 5, divide 17 by 5. So what I got is 5.6. So I'm just going to approximate it to 5.5. So now our lining spacing is equals to 5.5. So this is the lining piece. So we are going to measure everything to make sure it's correct. So the lining length is 17 inches, and here we have 17 inches, as you can see. So for the lining width, we have 62 inches. So we are supposed to have 62 inches here, but because this is on fold, I have 31 inches. So I'm going to just mark where 31 inches stopped and then cut out the rest, because 31 plus 31 is 62 inches. I'm measuring it like this because it is on fold so that you guys can see it very well. So I have 31 inches here. When I open it up, it's going to be 62 inches, which is the width of this lining. So now that we've cut out the lining, we are going to make an adjustment. So I'm going to reduce this length by 4 inches. So this lining length, I'm going to reduce it by 4 inches. I'll go ahead and mark for 4 inches all the way at the bottom of the lining. And after that, I'm just going to cut it off. I'm still going to explain the reason why we are cutting this off. This is a constant adjustment. Even if you're making a skirt or a long dress, you just reduce 4 inches from the original lining length. So this is what we have. The length of this lining is now 13 inches. So the next step now is to mark our lining spacing. Remember, our lining spacing is 5.5 because we divided the full length of the lining by 3. So now I'm going to mark 5.5 till this lining finish. So just mark 5.5 inches. After marking this first one, I'm just going to mark the second one till we exhaust the lining. So now I'm going to rule a straight line across, just the way you see me doing. So here, this is what I have. I'm going to put the first layer on this line, then the second one on this line, the third one on this last line. So that is how we are going to cut out. Normally, we would have cut out 5.5 inches on our fabric, but because we want this to overlap, I am going to add allowance. So I'm going to make it 8 inches. Can you see where 8 inches is? I'm going to make it 8 inches so that it's going to overlap on each other and we don't see the lines. So this is the amount of fabric I am going to cut out to cover the layers. Can you see? This second one is going to stop here at 8 inches. And then this third one is going to stop here at 8 inches. Can you see how it is? So that means 8 inches is going to be the length of the layers that I will cut out. So now I'm going to minus 21 inches and then check where our full length stopped. I'm going to minus 21 inches and then did you see our full length 38 stopped exactly where the third layer was going to stop? I hope you guys understand what I'm explaining. So now can you see the reason why we cut out that 4 inches? Instead of that lining to be there, it's better for the full length of the fabric to be there. So now I'm going to mark 8 inches on each layer, and for the last layer I'm going to mark 7 inches. This is because the last layer is not overlapping on anything. So the reason why the other ones was 8 inches is because it is overlapping on each other, and we don't want the inner sewing to be shown. So the last one I left it at 7 inches, and I wanted to reduce the length of the dress to make it a bit shorter. So that's why I used 7 inches. So just rule a straight line across so you know where you do your sewing. Just the way I use my ruler to mark mine. So now let's go ahead and cut out the layers. So as you can see, the first layer, the length of the first layer is 8 inches, second layer 8 inches, and third layer 8 inches. Now the width of this gathers, because you know we are going to gather this on that 62 inches lining width. So now, because of my fabric, I'm going to just do 3 yards. So which is 36. 36 times 3 is 108. So 108 is going to be the width of the layers, and then the length is going to be 8 inches and 7 inches respectively. So if you have more fabric, you can just increase this, or if you want your dress to be very, very full, you can increase this. You can make it 4 inches, you can make it any amount you want. Me, these 3 yards is okay for me because it's already a layered skirt. You don't want to look like a masquerade. So this is okay for me. I prefer it like that. So I'm going to just cut out 108 inches and then make sure that the length is 8 inches and 7 inches respectively. So this is the fabric I have, and they are all 108 inches long um at the width, and then the length is 7 inches and 8 inches respectively. So this is it. There are three. I had to join the fabric because my fabric was not really enough. I was just managing my fabric. So I had to join at some point, and that's fine as well. So I'm going to just go ahead and start working on this dress. So here I'm just going to illustrate how I'm going to do the gathering and the placement. So now for the first layer, I'm just going to place it on top like this, just the way you see me placing it, and you can see that it's overlapping the second line. That is the reason why we gave put allowance, because we want it to overlap the second line so they don't see it when you are walking. So now the second layers is going to come at the line, and this is how it is going to look. The first layer is supposed to overlap it like this. Can you see how it looks? Then for the third layer, we're also going to put it on the third line, just the way you see me doing, and then the second layer is going to like overlap it like this. So can you see how this is how we are going to sew it. So guys, for the second layer, instead of sewing it straight like this, you're going to open it up just the way you see me doing. And then first of all, if you're into ready to wear, or you it's not even about being into ready to wear, you're supposed to weave this part, this inner part, you're supposed to weave it and then turn it like this and gather it like this, so that when you are done, the gathered part is going to be inside and not here. It's going to give it a very neat finish. The same thing for the third layer. Turn it the other way when you've already weaved that place, and then gather it so that when you finish sewing, it is going to turn like this. So the gathered part is going to be inside. I hope you guys understand. So I'll go over to my sewing machine now to work on this. So now I'll go over to my sewing machine to sew everything. So for this first part, I'm going to be using my elastic thread because we're going to be smoking it. So I roll it on my reeler and use my normal thread on top. I'm sure you guys are already familiar with this. And then I'm going to fold the edge here. I'm just going to like hem it. And then I'll start sewing it line by line for the smoking. I usually don't mark lines. I just use my eyeballs to measure it. So, but if you want to mark lines on yours, you can mark. If you're using an Ankara fabric, to be easier for you to do that. So I'll do the same thing on the back piece, and that's all. I'll go back to my sewing machine to start. So here I was already done, and this is how it looks. This is very stretchy. If you want yours to be very stretchy like this, before you sew, soak your elastic thread in water, in normal room temperature water, for about 30 minutes, and then start sewing. It helps your elastic to be very, very stretchy. So now I'm going to join the front and the back piece together. So I place them right sides facing each other, and I'm going to sew with half-inch allowance by the sides. So when I do that, I'm going to show you guys. I've also gone ahead to join the second part of this dress, and this is how beautiful it is looking. You can see the first, second, and third layers. I remember how I told you guys to gather this on the inside so that when you open it up, it is going to look neat and the gathered part is going to be on the inside. It's only the first part that we did not turn over like that because we are going to join it to the fabric. So when you are doing your gathering, leave about 1 inch before you start and 1 inch before you stop at both sides. This is going to help us to sew this properly, like join it together. I'm still going to show you guys. So now I'm going to place it right sides facing each other, and then I'm going to pick the lining piece at both tips and then join it together like this. Can you see how it looks? And then I'm going to sew it with about half inch. So when I do this, we are going to have a neat finishing, and then you see how it's going to turn out. So I'll go over to my sewing machine now to secure this. So here, as you can see, I've joined it together at that point. Now I'm going to finish up the rest. So now that I've joined it, you can see that we still have an opening there. So I'm going to individually close this together. So I'm going to close the first layer, second layer, and the third layer. So I'm just going to turn it to the wrong side, like right sides facing each other, and then I'm going to go to my sewing machine and stitch it. Can you see how I'm going to do it? I'm just going to stitch this for the first, second, and third layer. So here I've joined it together, and this is how it is looking. I'll still go ahead and weave this. So now the next step for us is to close up the opening that will be left there. So you can see the opening there, just turn it to the other side like we did before and just join it together. That's very, very simple. Open this one up and then close it up. Do the same thing for the third layer. Open it up, close it up like that, and that will be all for this. So now we are going to join the first and the second part together. So to make the joining easier, just find the four midpoints, which is the front and back and the sides. Just mark it on the second part and then the top part. Just after marking it, use your pin to hold each point together and then go over to your sewing machine to drag. That is exactly what I did. The midpoint of the upper part, the back point, and then the sides. I joined it to the midpoint, side point, and front point of the skirt part. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying. So after using my pin to secure it, I'll go over to my sewing machine and sew. Remember to drag as you sew. Drag as you sew. So as you can see, I've joined the upper and the lower part together. And if at some point you feel like you need to gather this, like if you have excess, you can go ahead and do that because I actually did small pleats for mine. We are coming to the end of this tutorial. You can see how beautiful our gown is. So if you have any questions, please comment down below. If this is your first time on this channel, you're highly welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.